Hey loves, welcome to day 3 of the Great Patriarchal Unlearn Challenge. My name is Lauren Walsh, and it is such a great honor to be guiding you on this journey alongside my co-pilot and dear friend, Shayna Connors. Today, day 3, is about pattern interruption. It's about interrupting the patterns that we have learned to embody and to perpetuate to survive in a patriarchal culture where the feminine nature has not been valued. There are so many ways in which we do this, which you learned yesterday, and today is about noticing these and shifting the direction and energy into new forms of behaviors. So in the spirit of deprogramming and shifting the behavior of the pattern, I am coming to you today barefaced, no makeup, completely natural, and really trying to be as authentic as possible in this video to deprogram and shift the pattern of perfectionism. So I invite you to do the same today with so much love for yourself and whatever way that looks like for you. You don't have to not wear makeup. It's totally personal. Do whatever you want to do today to really liberate yourself and expand your edges, to really feel what's possible for you when we can shift these patterns that keep us trapped and ultimately unhappy. So before I teach you about today's assignment, I want to review a little bit about this journey we've been on. So day 1, we reconnected or deepened our connection with the divine feminine. The feminine aspect of God, creator, creatrix, goddess. And why do we do this? This isn't just a spiritual exercise. This is actually a really important subconscious reprogramming. You see, our cultures, our Western cultures, patriarchal culture has been around for over 4,000 years with the onset of the idea that there is one God, one monotheistic deity that is male in essence and that lives above all of creation, is dominant, and has the right to subjugate us all into submission. And this type of belief gave the right for men, more like God in this case, to subjugate women. And even the creation story of Eve coming second to Adam has given permission to the subjugation of all that is feminine, animals, earth, ourselves. This is so important to reprogram in our subconscious. And so even if you don't subscribe to the main patriarchal religions of our time and don't really feel like you believe in that sort of God, likely within your subconscious that archetype exists and has influenced you since you were a little girl, because it is reflected in our structures, in our education, in the way we value our cultures, the way we show up. And so reclaiming the idea of a feminine face of God, the mother, the great mother that is nature, that is the rivers, that is the ocean, that is our blood, our bones, our womb, that is us, this mother, this essence that connects all life and creates all life is equal, is the opposite of hierarchical. And when we can connect with her in a devotional way and feel her, we can reprogram the illusion that might be in our subconscious that a male God who's domineering and quite scary is the one true God. When we can have this experience of connecting with the intelligence of nature, the intelligence of Gaia, the intelligence of a goddess, and when you seek, you will find, that begins to reprogram and helps us liberate our own power, helps us feel like we can relax and like we can belong on this planet and on this earth. We have a right to be here. We have a right to express. We have a right to trust our intuitions and our emotions, and to begin to learn how to maturate in our emotions, because for so long emotions have been shamed. So we have quite an adolescent culture of not having the capacity to really understand our emotions and how to work with our emotions in a way that serves ourselves and others. And so learning how to trust our emotions and trust what we feel and trust our desires really opens up with the consciousness of the great mother, the great goddess, the divine feminine. And so this is why we began that journey as day one. And I hope that you'll continue that journey for years and years to come. And let's go to day two. Day two, we decided to look at the patterns. There's so many patterns, and Shayna made that really cool worksheet that just lists a few. So you might have caught some new ones in yourself. And I want to congratulate you on that, because it takes work to notice, to actually pay attention enough and be aware enough throughout the entire day to see all the little ways in which we are causing ourselves harm by acting out of these patterns, which are really perpetuating the patriarchy in our lives. Yes, we women perpetuate the patriarchy through our actions. Every time we judge ourselves in the mirror, every time we're not authentic, every time we don't speak up, every time we compare ourselves to another woman, we are inviting other women to not speak up, to compare themselves. We're inviting other women to engage in the same behavior. But every time we have the courage, even in the raw, unperfect way, to really show ourselves, to really be ourselves, to really break these patterns, we are giving other women, permission to do the same. And that's how the revolution really spreads. And so more power to you for doing this work and being called to it, because you are the revolution, sister. This is us doing it, and we're not doing it alone. We have a global sisterhood to support us, and it's going to take a while to unlearn all of this. So it's about patience and kindness and compassion, because obviously we can have a cognitive awareness of what needs to shift, and it can take a lot longer because the trauma that creates the pattern is in the body. So today we are going to access the body, and we are going to redirect the pattern. We're going to begin this work. And this is work that might take a lifetime, but today is a massive step in our healing and our de-shedding so that we can be authentically ourselves. So as you go along today, and as you are observing these patterns in yourself, the same patterns that you observed yesterday, staying very mindful of them, each time you catch yourself, I invite you to stop. I invite you to take a deep breath and feel into your body where that pattern is. Just feel what emotions you feel in your body. And I invite you to use a very simple form of emotional freedom technique, or what some people call tapping, to bring your awareness into the body. So you can tap here, right under the clavicle, or you can tap here. And I'm going to have you do a simple formula, and it doesn't have to be perfect. The formula is in the portal and in your email, so you can access it if you need a reference, but it's really simple and it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be intuitive. So when you catch yourself in one of these habits, you slow down, you take a deep breath, you feel, you activate your feeling part of your body. You go ahead and tap here or here, and you say these words. Even though I'm blank, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm tempted to blank, I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself even though I'm feeling blank. I love and accept myself and choose to feel a new way. I choose to do something new. So that's the basic formula. You acknowledge how you're feeling, you acknowledge what the pattern is, and then you love and accept yourself, and then you change the direction. So I'll give you a very clear example. Let's say I'm judging myself in the mirror. I catch myself. I take a deep breath. I feel what I feel in my body. And then I go ahead and say, even though I'm tempted to judge myself in the mirror, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm really wanting to judge myself in the mirror because I don't like what I see, I realize that that's programming, and I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself even though I'm not feeling great right now in front of the mirror. I love and accept myself even though I want to judge myself. I love and accept myself, and I choose to practice loving myself right now. I choose to practice liking what I see right now. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. I am good. I'm doing a good job. Basically like that. You can do that with in the mirror. Or another example is, say you catch yourself rushing at work and you notice that you're rushing and you're feeling tense and that doesn't feel good. And so you notice that, oh, I'm rushing because I think my value is to produce, and that's a patriarchal concept, and I don't want to live that way. So you take a deep breath, and maybe you tap here under the desk if you're at work, and you say, even though I'm rushing and I feel tight and I feel stressed, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm scared that if I don't rush, there's not going to be enough time and I'm not going to get this stuff done, I love and accept myself. And then feel a little deeper. Even though I'm scared that if I don't get this done, it's because I'm not good enough and I'm not going to be accepted and I'm going to lose my job. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself even though I don't want to rush anymore. I love and accept myself, and I choose to trust that I can do things at a pace that serves me. I choose to trust that I can do things my own way. I can move slowly and still get things done. Do you get it? Okay, well, I hope so. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be very intuitive, but definitely feel what you're doing, acknowledge what you're doing, and love and accept yourself, and then redirect the energy. All right, sister, I'm so curious to see how this day goes for you. Remember that this day is about so much love and so much compassion, and if deeper emotions arise, and I'm sure they will, be so sweet to them. And if you want to go deeper into this work of emotional freedom technique, or you notice some really deep trauma about looking at yourself in the mirror or not feeling like you're gonna do well enough if you're not rushing, and you notice that it's a really deep emotional pain, go ahead and write us and we can see who we can refer you to or how we can help you. So my sisters, tomorrow we go into day 4, which is our final day, where we go a little bit deeper into this healing. So until then, take good care of yourself, and it is such an amazing honor to be with you, and we're so grateful that you're doing this work. So you are such a badass, beautiful, amazing, that's all I got to say about you. So go ahead and do that to yourself today too. Love yourself, feel yourself, liberate yourself, and have a great